Stoicism in relationships, building emotional stability in love and friendship. Relationships, whether romantic, familial, or friendships, are fundamental to human happiness, but also a significant source of stress. In today's fast-paced world, marked by the pressures of hustle culture, increasing mental health struggles, and the lingering effects of the pandemic, maintaining emotional stability in relationships has become more challenging than ever. Stoicism, a philosophy developed over 2,000 years ago, provides practical tools to navigate these complexities. By focusing on emotional self-regulation, compassion, and rational communication, Stoicism helps foster deeper, healthier, and more resilient connections. The dichotomy of control in relationships. At the heart of Stoicism is the principle of dichotomy of control, which teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. In relationships, this wisdom is transformative. Many arguments stem from trying to change or control another person's actions, emotions, or decisions. However, Stoics emphasize that the only thing we truly control is ourselves, our thoughts, actions, and reactions. The dichotomy of control in relationships. Imagine you've planned a romantic dinner, but your partner cancels last minute due to work obligations. It's easy to feel hurt or upset, interpreting their decision as a lack of care. However, a Stoic approach would involve pausing to reflect. Can I control their work schedule or priorities? Instead of reacting emotionally, you might choose to calmly express understanding while suggesting a future time to reschedule. This response not only diffuses potential conflict but also strengthens mutual respect. Emotional self-regulation, preventing outbursts and overreactions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote underscores the Stoic emphasis on emotional self-regulation, particularly in the heat of conflict. Emotional outbursts often damage relationships and escalate minor issues into major disputes. Consider a situation where a close friend forgets your birthday. Instead of immediately feeling neglected or lashing out, a Stoic would pause and examine their emotions. Ask yourself, why am I upset? Is it because I value their acknowledgement? Then, consider alternate perspectives. Could they be overwhelmed with personal issues? Instead of accusing them, you might send a light-hearted message to remind them or ask how they're doing, opening the door to understanding rather than resentment. Cultivating compassion with sympathia. Stoicism teaches sympathia, the idea that all humans are interconnected and part of a larger whole. This perspective encourages compassion and empathy, essential for navigating misunderstandings or hurtful actions in relationships. Imagine a family member responds to your attempts at connection with irritability. Instead of feeling rejected or retaliating, consider their broader circumstances. Are they stressed at work, dealing with health issues, or burdened by personal struggles? By focusing on their humanity and shared challenges, you can respond with patience, perhaps offering help or simply giving them space. Over time, this compassion fosters stronger bonds and mutual trust. Coping with anxiety, stress, and depression in relationships. The pandemic has heightened mental health challenges, with many individuals struggling with anxiety, stress, and depression. Relationships often bear the brunt of these emotional struggles. Stoicism provides several tools to cope with these challenges while maintaining healthy connections. This Stoic practice involves imagining worst-case scenarios, not to dwell on them, but to appreciate what you have and prepare emotionally for challenges. If you're anxious about your partner leaving you, imagine life without them, not as a fatalistic exercise, but as a way to focus on gratitude. This perspective helps you appreciate their presence and motivates you to nurture the relationship rather than let fear dominate your interactions. Daily reflection is another powerful Stoic practice. Writing down your thoughts about a recent conflict or emotional reaction helps you identify patterns and improve your responses over time. Suppose you argued with a sibling over financial matters. Journaling about what triggered the argument and how you could have handled it differently allows you to approach similar situations with greater calm and rationality. Rational communication, solving problems, not assigning blame. In relationships, clear and respectful communication is vital. Stoicism emphasizes approaching discussions with reason rather than emotion, focusing on solutions instead of blame. During a family holiday, a political debate becomes heated. Instead of engaging in an emotional argument, apply Stoic reasoning. Acknowledge the other person's perspective with a phrase like, "I understand where you're coming from," before calmly sharing your viewpoint. If tensions rise, a Stoic response might be to disengage respectfully, stating, "I value our relationship too much to let this topic create distance between us." Aligning actions with values, prioritizing what truly matters. In the hustle culture of modern America, relationships often take a back seat to career ambitions or personal goals. Stoicism encourages aligning your actions with your core values, reminding us that true success includes fulfilling relationships. If your job demands leave little time for your partner or family, reflect on your priorities. Is climbing the corporate ladder more important than nurturing those connections? Scheduling regular quality time, even during busy periods, demonstrates that you value your relationships. As Epictetus said, "Know what you can give up to gain what you truly want." Personal freedom and independence in relationships. Possessiveness and control are often the undoing of relationships. Stoicism respects individual freedom, emphasizing that love and friendship flourish when both parties feel supported in their independence. If your partner wants to pursue a hobby or spend time with their friends, a Stoic perspective would encourage you to support their autonomy rather than feel threatened. As Seneca wisely advised, love in such a way that the one you love feels free. Stoicism in the post-pandemic world. The pandemic shifted priorities and introduced new challenges in maintaining relationships. Stoicism's focus on living in accordance with nature, accepting life's uncertainties and adapting to change, offers a steadying influence. If remote work has blurred the lines between professional and personal life, leading to stress in your relationship, use Stoic principles to establish boundaries. Communicate with your partner about designated work hours and shared downtime, ensuring both productivity and connection. To conclude, Stoicism provides practical tools for building emotional stability in relationships by teaching us to focus on what we can control, regulate our emotions, and approach others with compassion and reason. In love and friendship, these principles foster deeper connections, reducing conflict and enhancing mutual respect. Whether you're dealing with the stresses of modern life, navigating familial dynamics, or nurturing romantic bonds, Stoicism offers timeless wisdom to thrive in harmony with others. By applying its teachings, you can create relationships that are not only resilient, but also deeply fulfilling. Thank you for exploring these ideas with me. If you found this approach helpful, consider subscribing for more insights on living a balanced, fulfilling life for Stoic principles. And remember, true wealth is not measured by what you have, it's measured by how deeply you live. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's continue learning and growing together on this journey of Stoicism in relationships, building emotional stability in love and friendship.